Happy summer, everyone. Welcome to your July 2024 Astrological forecast. Special shout out to my subscribers. Thank you so much for your continued support, for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, anything you would like to know is in the description box below. Okay, but it is easier to just email me and ask me whatever it is you would like to know. Okay, in regarding charts and services. Okay, and don't forget to check out my weekly forecast, which is now like shorts, daily shorts. Whenever there are major aspects between the planets, I usually do a short. Okay, but for now, okay, let's get to July. So on the 2nd, July 2nd, Neptune in Pisces turns retrograde. Okay, also on the 2nd, Mercury moves into Leo. And then on the 5th, there's a new moon in Cancer. On the 11th, Venus moves into Leo. Then on the 20th, Mars moves into Gemini. And on the 21st, there's a full moon in Capricorn again. Okay, there was just one on June 21st in Capricorn, right? Full moon. So there's another one this month also on the 21st. So if anything significant happened to you around that June 21st full moon, maybe this is like a continuation of that. Okay. And then on the 22nd, the Sun moves into Leo, and on the 25th, Mercury moves into Virgo. So, now for your forecast. Hi, Aquarius. So, okay, I do have to mention that first off, Neptune turns retrograde on the 2nd. Neptune is in Pisces. In your second house, that's where you have the sign of Pisces. Second house is earned income and possessions, your investments, your values, your personal values, also your valuables. Okay, it's also the house of hidden talents, many other things, but it's basically like your money house, how you earn your money. Even if you're retired, you still have income, hopefully, coming in from somewhere, right? Anyways, Saturn is already here, and it's also retrograde. So both of these planets are, running together, retrograde motion, and they're not a lot of fun together anyway. Okay, but to have this going on in a money house does mean that, like, maybe things, in this area as far as money goes, or your ability to purchase stuff, or have been like stalled or paused a little bit. You know what I mean? It's just something where money is a little bit tight. Okay, but the best thing about planets that are retrograde is it gives you the opportunity to review whatever and change your mind. Okay, so now would be a good time to actually even check your investments. I consider collectibles like an investment. Okay, so if you do have anything that maybe you sell online, or anything that is, again, a collectible of some kind, I would check to see what it's going for now, just because that could have changed a lot of times drastically. You can't understand how something could go for that much money, but a lot of times it does. So it's just something like that, or it's a good idea to make sure that you're not having stuff taken out of your paycheck that you didn't ask for, especially if you're paying for health insurance like we do here in America. Anyway, as opposed to other countries where they don't. Anyways, any kind of insurance, but health insurance especially, that may be taking, it's something that could possibly be deducted from your paycheck that you didn't ask for. It shouldn't be being done. So that it's something to look at there. Also, I would check out bank statements and credit card statements too, to look for errors. Okay. Anyway, so the Sun is in Cancer up until the 22nd. There's a new moon in Cancer on the 5th, and Venus is in Cancer up until the 11th. And where you have Cancer is your 6th house of the workplace, your co-workers, your work schedule, the kind of work that you do, your house of health, and your house of service to others. So a new moon here does bring a new beginning. Could be some kind of new company policy possibly, or a new employee even, or some kind of change within your schedule. Whatever, it doesn't look like it's too earth-shaking. Okay, this is also the house of health, so you could start something different at this time in regards to, let's say, like your diet or exercise or something or other. Having Venus here does make you attracted to sweets, you know, a little bit more, and also overdoing it a little bit with, you know, eating and drinking. Okay. Now, there is a full moon on July 21st in Capricorn in your 12th house of behind-the-scenes activities by you or someone else, the house of secrets and confidences, and many, many other things. A full moon does exist to bring a problem to the surface, so it can be dealt with and done away with. However, okay, now on June 21st, there was also a full moon in Capricorn, okay, in this very same place. And a month later, the same thing, a month to the day, July 21st, okay. It is a little different, but it does happen when there are two full moons in the same sign, okay. Anyway, so whatever may have occurred around that June 21st date, that full moon, maybe you thought you had taken care of it, okay. It is happening in the 12th house of secrets. Okay, so it could have been something that, you know, you accidentally found out about a coworker or your boss or the company you work for or something. You know, you could have stumbled across some kind of information. You know, whether or not whatever you did with it is, you know, one thing, okay? But, you know, could come around on July 21st. It's almost like it could possibly be a continuation of whatever occurred on the June 21st full moon, and this is like, you know, the same thing. Only hopefully it will be done and over with on this July 21st one, right? So then, okay, I do have to mention that Mars is still in Taurus up until the 20th in your 4th house where you have the sign of Taurus. And the planet Uranus is still transiting here at the same time. Your 4th house is your home and family, where you physically live, and the property surrounding it. It's your personal life, your past, the foundation of how you were raised, and your childhood. So having Mars here does make you want to do big things to your living area, okay, to your home, wherever it is that you live. You know, it's almost like remodeling, possibly, or wanting to remodel, add a room, tear down a wall, something or other, or you are just making big sweeping changes, excuse me, within your personal life or your family, like the way you live, okay, or the people you live with. You're putting things the way you want them to be, whether or not someone likes it or they don't. You know, having the planet Uranus in your 4th house of your family and living where you live means that there could be somebody there that's constantly a surprise to you. You know, you could have the revolving door when it comes to roommates, or even a family member that moves in and out, you know, or people that just dump their crap at your place and say, can you watch this for me while I do this? I'm moving, I'm doing this, and their crap is still there. You know, stuff like that. Like they're using your place as some kind of storage unit. Anyway, Mars moves into Gemini on the 20th into your 5th house where you have Gemini, and Jupiter is already here. Okay, very nice place to have this combination. 5th house is the house of fun, parties, gambling, speculation, creativity, romance, all forms of entertainment, games and sports, and children, anything to do with children. So Jupiter and Mars were already moving together in Taurus when they were in your 4th house, okay, just recently. Now they're moving together briefly, but they're still together in Gemini. And I'm going to have to say, you know, because I will be doing a short on whenever this transit actually occurs, because it'll be Jupiter and Mars conjunct, or Mars conjunct Jupiter, whatever. It brings about the fortunate action, these two planets together. Jupiter is the fortunate part, Mars is the action part. So I will tell you to gamble, you know, especially when this aspect occurs. You have to look for it on the short that I'll be doing when it comes up. But if you can afford to speculate or gamble, the whole time Jupiter is here. Jupiter's here for a whole year. Mars will be here briefly, but it will be moving, but Jupiter won't be moving. So you have good fortune wherever Jupiter is. So you will have good fortune in love and romance, creativity, speculation. You could even be like birthing a baby at this time. You know what I mean? With Mars rules muscle. Okay, Jupiter rules bundles of joy, little bundles of joy. And the 5th house is the house of children. So you could be, you know, either finding out you're pregnant, or you could be adopting, or as far as that goes, doesn't even have to be a child. It could be a pet. Okay, with all these planets in your 6th house of Cancer, 6th house is the house of small pets. So that could be your new baby. I have cats. You know, I don't have any children of my own, but I do have cats, and they are my children. Okay, and I usually have a dog, but I haven't had one for the past few years, and I do have to get another one. But anyways, could be something like that. Okay, and also really big time creativity. You know, you should blossom in this area. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And then Mercury is in Leo from the 2nd to the 25th. Okay, then the Sun moves into Leo on the 22nd, and Venus moves here on the 11th. And where you have Leo in your chart is your 7th house. It's directly across from your 1st house of Aquarius. You know, Leo is your opposite sign. The 7th house is the house of close relationships and partnerships, whether they're business, romantic, or friendship. It's also the house of arrangements and agreements. So this is where your focal point is now. With all these planets here, you know, whomever you're involved with, it's a close relationship. You know, it's somebody you already know. It could be bringing new people in, but right now it just looks like it's someone you already know. So you're just having a lot more contact with them at this time. A lot more discussions about your relationship, possibly. If it's a business partner or someone you do business with, and that's what's going on there. If it's a romantic partner, same thing. And a friendship. You know, Venus is here too. So, I mean, it's a very nice, I feel, exchange between you and a close relationship. And then Mercury does move into Virgo on the 25th, in your 8th house where you have the sign of Virgo. And 8th house is other people's money and resources and passive money through an inheritance or legacy, legal settlement, insurance payout. You know, this is also the house of shared property and shared debt. You know, so that could be something that you're really checking into also. When I was telling you about the 2nd house things with Saturn and Neptune being here, to check all this stuff out. With Mercury in your 8th house, you should it should be like more active. You'll at least get a response when you inquire, let's say like at the bank or the credit card company, as to statements or what's going on or whatever. Okay, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Aquarius on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Leo, and those dates are the 7th, 8th, and 9th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 30th, and 31st. Did I say 29th? 29th, 30th, and 31st. Okay, and the best time for money is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The best time for your career is the 14th, 15th, and 16th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 12th, 13th, 14th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for July. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See ya!